The 2010 All-Tech FEI World Equestrian Games are just around the corner now. It's time to wind up our Adequan countdown to the Games by learning more about the newest equestrian discipline to be represented at the Games, endurance. It's a race against the clock over a 100-mile course that can include a variety of terrain and natural obstacles. The fastest time wins, testing a rider's knowledge of pace as well as safe and efficient use of a horse across country. Adequan's Alan Mann talks more about the challenges of endurance with Meg Sleeper, U.S. Endurance Team hopeful, and longtime endurance competitor and veterinarian, Dr. Jim Baldwin.
We go through different segments of the 100 miles, so they're called loops. And after each loop, there's a veterinary examination to make sure that the horses are fit to continue and sound and safe to go. And then there's some form of mandatory hold time. It's usually 50 minutes. At this event, it was 50 minutes for most of them, so the horses and the riders get a little bit of a break. And then we go back out on course and keep going from there.
The horse comes in, he has 20 minutes to reach criteria. Okay. If he does not reach it in 20 minutes, that's a 64 or 60, whatever the veterinarian picks, which I set generally, yes, the pulse rate. I generally set it at 64. Okay. And they have 20 minutes. If they do not reach that, they are automatically eliminated. A good horse will pulse down between 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half, and 5 minutes, depending on the terrain and how fast they're riding that phase of the ride. All right, once they meet that criteria, then they come in to see the veterinarians. We then examine them and determine whether they are fit to continue. And in doing that, we look at basically 4 things: their recovery time, their lesions producing pain and discomfort, the hydration factors, are they staying hydrated, their quality of movement, and their gait.
I think part of what makes it such a great sport and such a team sport with your horse is it's a race, but it's a race to do the fastest time you can with a horse that's able to continue at the end, so you can't take too much out. And you're facing whatever obstacles there are that day, whether it's the weather or the mountains or whatever it is, you have to deal with them successfully or it won't work.
What was the finishing time?
7 hours and 45 minutes.
So what's that an average speed of?
I'd have to calculate it out, but I think we were going about 12 miles an hour the majority of the day, yeah.
Wow. That sounds like, for 100 miles, that sounds
pretty good. It's moving, yeah. We mostly cantered. It's the first time that the World Endurance Games are going to be in the U.S., so and there are a lot of American riders that are really excited. We're all hoping for a spot, but no matter what, I think it's just going to be a wonderful event. I'm hoping that we can have the same kind of support, both spectators and just people helping, as I've seen at some of the European Games.
That's our show for this week. Thanks to you for joining us, and thanks to all of the sponsors who help make NRHA Inside Reining possible. Adequan, the Seminole Hard Rock Reining Classic, and Continental Saddlery.
Adequan is proud to be a major sponsor of Inside Reining, the National Reining Horse Association, and the United States Equestrian Federation.
If you feed powder or liquid joint supplements to your horses, check the packaging and compare it to the package insert for Adequan IM. You will not find any supplements that provide the proven benefits you get when using Adequan IM to treat your horse's joint problems. Adequan IM is the only FDA-approved polysulfated glycosaminoglycan, or PSGAG, available for treating your horse's joints. Adequan IM stimulates cartilage repair, restores joint lubrication, and reverses traumatic joint dysfunction. There are no oral or generic forms of Adequan IM. Never have been. Read the label before you treat. Look for FDA-approved products like Adequan IM. Don't just supplement joints, treat them. Your ride depends on it.
Do not use in horses intended for human consumption. Studies have not been conducted to establish safety in breeding horses.
Thank you, Adequan.
Thank you, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan. Vielen Dank, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan.
Grazie mille, Adequan. Thank you, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan.
Thanks, Adequan.